Hey, friend, I hope you are having a great day. Today, we're going to talk about some ideas for my full-time worker friends. And I realized the other day, I was like, we haven't really talked about this nearly enough. So first, my sincere apologies for not talking about this thing that is having a side hustle as a full-grown adult is really, really hard. And anyone that is saying just work in the nooks and crannies of your day, and if you want it bad enough, you'll make it work, and any of that other, shame-based language, I am like, you kind of stink. Let's see if we can come up with some things that might be a little bit more encouraging for you in your business. Now, we know that very many people, right, when network marketing, I think network marketing finds you, you don't find network marketing. You're just like in the middle of it. When I found network marketing a little bit differently. I found network marketing because I just started tinkering with a podcast, and my friend showed up and needed help with her network marketing business, and I helped her, and then her upline hired me, and the next thing I know, things got out of control very quickly, and I had a full-time job, and I had kids that were 3 and 5. And so I know a lot of you are either working or your full-time, like career type job, or you might be caring for young children full time, like homeschooling. That's like a job that is not just a little thing that you do, um, or just whatever that looks like. And so then we're also trying to, build a network marketing business to alleviate some of the stress caused by the other roles. So eek is really all I have to say. So today I'm going to share with you 7 ideas that might click for you. We know at the end of the day, there's mental exhaustion, social media feels very tricky, and there's just doesn't feel like there's enough hours in the day. I can't change any of those things. I also want to acknowledge that I do not know your personal situation and whether or not you can implement each of these right away. My hope really is that one of these concepts might make a little bit of sense for you, might give you a little bit more hope and a little bit more encouragement as you attempt to move forward. So I'm going to walk through these. I'm going to just list all 7. I'm going to dive into the first 4 today, and next week we'll cover the others. These ideas are applied to everybody, but really they're mission critical to those of you who have small amounts of time. Like if you have lots of time, you can be sloppier, but if you have small amounts of time, things really need to be a lot tighter. So here we go. Number 1, work your business every other day, not every day. Number 2, utilize the rule of 3 to keep from getting overwhelmed. Number 3, choose a networking strategy that brings you energy and joy, not sucks your energy and joy. Number 4, use high converting sales and recruiting outlines to 3 to 4 times your sales in the same amount of time. I mean, nobody has time for a 10% closing rate. Number 5, enlist a network of, I guess what I'll call responsibility sharers. Number 6, use leadership time savers. And number 7, start a leave my job account. So now let's just dive into the first rule. So the first one is work your business every other day, not every day. This is an idea, not a directive, and it definitely does not start with the words you should do this. But this is an idea that I think you can consider. Daily habits can be really, really helpful, unless they're not. Sometimes a little every day makes us feel like we're making progress. Sometimes it feels like a never-ending grind. If you fall in the group of people who feel exhausted by this feeling of, okay, I need to work all day, then I need to go and care for my family, and then also every single day I need to do things in my business. If that feels overwhelming and just like forget it, then I want you to consider every other day thing. I do not think you are alone in that feeling, but everyone always talks about like just do these 3 things every single day, and it's like mind numbing. Try this instead. Set aside Monday, Wednesday evenings, and Saturday for your business. If that doesn't work, Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. This gives you a full day off of rest, either a Saturday or a Sunday. You get to spend time with your family, right? If you're on Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, you have Sunday off. You have Tuesday, Thursday, maybe Friday to not have to worry about your business, to spend time resting, exercising, taking care of your family, etc. And this is really like the rest in between is really important to make sure that you stay in the game for a long time. It also means less context switching. So every time we switch contexts, we lose 20 minutes of productivity. So if you have an hour a day and you're trying to do 3 things, you'll spend 20 minutes shifting from taking care of the kids to that. So you've already lost 20 minutes. So you do one thing, maybe it's 15 minutes. Now you have another 20 minutes as you switch tasks, and now your time is over. But if instead you have Monday is like 2.5 hours and Wednesday is 2.5 hours, you have less context switching back and forth in between, which actually will save you less time. It'll be less on your brain, and we can power through something for an evening if we know tomorrow we'll have rest. But if we're like, I got to power through this today and every day for the rest of my life, I think that's really hard. So try that. The second, now there might be some things that you might do like during lunch on a daily basis while you're eating or something like that. But as far as the evenings go, that's an idea worth considering. The second idea that I want to talk about today is utilizing the rule of 3 from getting overwhelmed. The number 3 is it's like a magical word. It's not too much, it's not too little, it's just right. If we try to do one thing a day, we're going to go into all or nothing mentality. What's the best one thing? And then we spend all this time making a decision about what's the best one thing. If we're like, I want to do my whole to-do list, I'm going to do as much as I can, that gets overwhelming and like, we're never going to get there. But if we like write down all the things we want to do, and then we just pick 3, our brain can handle 3. Our brain gets excited by 3. We tend to feel more optimistic. It feels more manageable. And if you combine the rule of 3 with work your business every other day, you could do 3 things every other day instead of one thing every day. You'll end up with more things and you'll end up with more rest. Now, once the first 3 are done, you could pick up 3 more if you're in flow, or if not, you can be done and feel good about it. Now, to take it a step further, I want to encourage you to think about this for appointments. If you're working full-time and you're doing your business part-time, I would recommend 3 appointments per week. So maybe Wednesday night is your appointment night, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, or whatever makes sense. And then the other days, you're just working to fill up those appointments. That's going to be easier on your mind, easier on the context switching. And 3 feel is something that is manageable. 3 appointments a week should net you 5 new customers a month and 1 potential business builder. And that would be awesome, right? To be able to sustain throughout the year. The third thing that I wanted to walk through today is choosing a network strategy that you enjoy. There are many ways to meet new people: social media, vendor events, business networking, speaking events based on another area of expertise, hobbies and interests. There are online, in person, there's like people everywhere. The best networking strategy is the one you will actually do. So I was chatting with someone yesterday who just really honestly and candidly shared with me, I wouldn't be on social media if it wasn't for my network marketing business. So I have a lot of blocks around that. And it wasn't appropriate for me to coach him in the chat. But what I thought was, well, gosh, we got to find a networking strategy that this person enjoys. Because if you're exhausted from work, your network marketing business should be something that increases your enjoyment, not decreases it at this stage in your career. Now, there's always going to be things that you don't like, but the networking piece, it's super important that you pick something you enjoy. I enjoy teaching. I enjoy writing. I enjoy chatting with people. So social media makes a ton of sense for me. For other people, they might not like all of those things. And so another way of meeting people might be helpful. So if like posting every single day, and of course there's some skill involved and some strategy that might help. For me, I was like, I like social media, so let me learn the strategy. But if I was like, I hate social media, then learning the strategy wouldn't have been helpful. I can do vendor events, but I don't enjoy vendor events. And so that's going to create some issues for me. It's going to feel like a grind. So what I would recommend is make like a T and write down all the ideas to meet people that bring you energy and joy and all the things that don't bring you energy and joy, and try to focus on the way you're meeting people to be in the give you energy and joy. I think that when you're in your career and you have a side hustle, the side hustle is supposed to give you energy, not drain it. So if you feel drained networking, it's probably the wrong strategy for you, even if it's right for others. And what's really cool is when you have confidence, belief, and enthusiasm when you're meeting new people, you're going to get more referrals as well. Now, if you do not have a lot of time in your business, or if you just want to be effective, regardless of what your initial like meeting new people is, the game of network marketing is other people's people. So mission critical skill is getting referrals and hosting, and get really, really good at that. The fourth thing that I would be remiss if I didn't share with you today are high converting sales templates. So let's say I'm working full time and I have the average of a 10% closing percentage in network marketing. I do 3 appointments a week, like I said earlier, that's 12 in a month. I might make 1 or 2 sales. I'm not going to be quitting my job anytime soon. Our clients, when they use the outlines, for the most part, they're going to make 50, 60, 70% of their sales because they have good templates. Now, good templates matter for a few reasons. First, if it's a good template written by an expert, then you're going to see your results go up. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. The second thing is it decreases what's called cognitive load. So you're working all day, you're tired, you're taking care of your family, more drain, right? You're probably pretty competent, so people come to you with your problems. You're like, The last thing that you need at night is to try to think about what to say. Yesterday, I was chatting with one of our previous clients who's going to come back and work with us again. And I think she has more kids than me. I can't remember how many. I have 2. And she homeschools them all. And so she's running her business, right? So part-time business, full-time job. And she said, I really want to do a good job taking care of my customers, but every single time I sit down and I talk to my customers, or I try to reach out to my customers, I like create a whole new thing from scratch, and it takes me forever to reach out to just 5 people. And she's like, I don't have time for that, but I want to make sure that I serve them well. And so I'm coming back to you because I need systems, I need templates, I need things that I can just adjust really quickly and send them out. And I said, yes, exactly. And so what I shared with her is we have like this 90-day strategy that's like, here's your day 1, here's your day 7, here's your day 14, etc. And then you can just customize them real quick. And then oh, it's day 14 for a customer, I'm going to send this one. It's day 30, I'm going to send this one. And you don't have to think about what am I going to do at every moment, which just drains more and more energy and spends more and more time. So when I do like training, I have trainings that I've done a bunch of times. I have a template, so I don't have to, I can just step right into it, as opposed to thinking, okay, what am I going to cover on this particular training? So high converting sales and recruiting templates are good for 2 reasons: increase results in the same amount of time, and then second, mentally you'll have just way, way, way less load. So I think it would be a good idea to invest some time into making sure you have those in place. Of course, we're here to help if you don't have another avenue. So just to recap, we've got 4 things that we talked about today. For my full-time friends, try working your business every other day, not every day. Utilize the rule of 3 to keep yourself from getting overwhelmed. Choose a networking strategy that you enjoy. And number 4, use high converting sales and recruiting templates so you don't have to reinvent the wheel, and that you're able to just do things more in flow and easier. I hope this is helpful for you. If you are watching this in a place where you can do comments, I would love to hear what is the most helpful for you. And if you need help with any of this, of course, let us know. We're happy to do it. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you next week with the second part.